we're right on the minute there. Oh, yeah! That's a good boys. Huh? All right.
Have fun, Martin.
Thank you.
The 18-mile trail from McGrath to Takotna is a moderate uphill slope that crosses over the Kuskokwim River.
There you go, right there. Atta boys.
A good 2 hours ahead of Martin is Dee Dee Johnrow. She's heading into Takotna, and her move to run through the night appears to have paid off. She averaged a solid 7 miles per hour over the 18-mile trek from McGrath.
15 dogs, Dee Dee? Put that right there. Are you declaring 24?
I'm declaring 24.
Right there.
I'm probably not taking it.
That's fine. Okay.
So I came in what number?
13.
Oh, good. That's all right.
That's a good number.
This is better. This is better.
Can we take you in between the buildings?
Uh-huh.
You'll be passing Jeff King.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we'll have to swing you kind of wide.
Okay. Ha, ha. I think they'll follow. Yeah, I think they're going to follow you.
As Dee Dee rests her dogs, she realizes the lead is within her grasp. It's day 4 of the Iditarod. And already the race dynamics are being shaken up as teams leapfrog past one another on the trail. While Lance Mackey and Jeff King finish their 24-hour rest in Takotna, Mushers Mitch Seavey and Hugh Neff have seized the chance to move into the lead.
Might not necessarily win the race, but the farther you go before you take your 24, the better you're going to do in the long run, typically.
I'm not out here to just make it to Nome. I came to race. And so as much as possible, I kept on racing.
Eventually, they'll have to declare their own 24-hour rests, but in the meantime, they'll try to gain ground on King and Mackey. In Takotna, Dee Dee is fighting a virus before it takes control of her team.
It's an anti-diarrheal to deal with that little virus bug that's going through. It seems to be lasting about 36 hours.
Diarrhea is a common occurrence on the trail, brought on by stress and bacteria. If it's not kept in check, it can sack an entire team's health and result in a scratch.
You know, that's just stuff to manage, but you don't push a dog team when they're feeling like that. I'm not interested in winning the race at the expense of my dog team. They mean way more to me than any single year's positioning. Young. I see my heart in the sled dogs. You see the little female, she wants to lead the whole team. She's the spirit, and everybody's willing to go with her. And it's that. I think it's love. I do. I think it's unconditional love.
At 10:17 a.m., 4-time champ Martin Boozer arrives in prime form after a swift 2-hour and 21-minute trek from McGrath.
Hello. Somebody hold those leaders out, please. Just the leaders. Vet.
Boozer doesn't plan on staying here.
Morning.
Just the leaders.
Just the leaders. Tighten them up. Hey, I haven't been here in the daylight in a long time, but bottom line here.
But before he leaves, he rotates the team.
Hey, guys, huh? Frodo, Bodo, Momodo. You get to go up front. Huh?
He's got 25 miles before the next checkpoint and needs the right combination.
Shift change here. Shift change, buddy. Wait.
I'm the guy that provides the food, the exercise, the love, the attention. And every bit as important, the order. We provide the order in the team, and that's, of course, what they need in order to be content with all those different personalities. Somebody's got to be in charge. And that leader better have 2 legs. Otherwise, they wouldn't be virtually interchangeable within the team.
Nice run, Martin.
Huh?
Nice run.
Roan is back in McGrath. He'll be coming along in a couple hours.
Ready? Let him go.
True to his reputation as one of the Iditarod's most efficient racers, Martin Boozer blows out of the checkpoint after exactly 1 minute.
The more efficient I am, and I think one of my calling cards is efficiency and checkpoint, the more efficient, the quicker I get my job done, the more I can sleep. The more I can sleep, the more energy I have to get my job done efficiently in the next checkpoint. You really will see the difference in the dog team speed is very little. Yet some of us finish 5 or 6 days ahead of the other guys. How can that be? It's all efficiency, of course.
Dee Johnroe took a full 8-hour break in Takatna, and by late afternoon, she's back on the trail. She's trying to open up the gap between her and the resting teams and take the lead, but she's keeping a close eye on each dog, especially Slider.
My dogs, I waited to see how well they ate. They ate really well, and they looked good.
We just left Takatna, and Slider looks good. He ate well. These boys have really, really taken on the hard work. And Slider's, he's not looking too bad. We're going uphill, and that's always nice because that gives him a chance to kind of work the kinks out a little bit and start out a little slow. But we'll see how he looks when we come down the back side of this mountain.
From Takatna, the trail to the next checkpoint at Ophir runs 25 miles west, climbing a series of switchbacks up the ridge. If her dogs remain strong enough, Dee Dee's planning to go all the way to Cripple, the halfway point of the race. While the other mushers continue to move forward, Mackie and King will have another 13 hours rest in Takatna.
Oh, Cool Whip with a little bit of pumpkin.
Everyone will have to take their 24-hour rest at some point. But for now, the two titans of the race grab a hot meal, look over the race standings, and size each other up.
Yeah, absolutely there's a little mind game involved there. You have to be able to put on a show, so to speak, at times. Those are some of the differences between, well, first and second. And the funny thing in that is, I told Jeff point blank that I didn't feel this year that I was going to be able to outrun him with the team that I had. That's definitely an issue. I'm running a little behind. I've had more dog issues to take up my time.
And I remember thinking, yeah, man, it's exactly the same as me, and I'm going great. But I'm still thinking, well, you know, he clearly had some problems. Who knows where they'll manifest, but they will.
And by sitting across the table, for example, from Jeff, probably got to him. And again, I have the utmost respect for Jeff, don't get me wrong, but the head games are part of this race, you know, and that's what separates us. He'll be the first to tell you the Mackey family's pretty notorious for their head games, and we're not shy about it. And this just happened to be one of those times that I think it ate at him a little bit.
I'm tightening my spring here. I'm not letting her rip yet. And when I leave Takatna, I pull the trigger.
Any mushers that you just do not care for? I want you to talk about it.
No, not off the top of my head. I can't think of anybody that I at least get along with or am sociable to. There's some that I prefer not to be around, I guess. Some that are
I heard that discussion.
louder than others.
I don't know what to put in the gravy on.
It's day 4 of the race, and the warm conditions have given way to wet snow. For the teams who have decided not to take their 24-hour rest, these sticky conditions are making it harder to gain ground. Martin Boozer and Dee Johnroe are out ahead of former champions Mackie and King, still on their 24-hour breaks in Takatna.
Good dog, son. There you go. Yeah, go.
Boozer's covered the 25-mile trail to Ophir in under 3 hours. His rookie son, Roan, is still managing to keep up, trailing Martin by only 90 minutes.